Android and Apple devices. Yo, take Energy Radio with you on the go, wherever you go. Cause we be dope or whatever. Yo, listen, I'm your host, your boy Mike, man. How y'all feeling on this Thursday, May the 6th, post Cinco de Mayo? I know all of y'all been in recovery mode all day. Just sit back with your boy. I got y'all, man. We got a lot to talk about. First and foremost, man, listen. Make sure y'all following me on Instagram, all right? Yo, your host, your boy Mike, on Instagram at I'm underscore A underscore Brown underscore God. Um, yeah, yo, cause I'll be, chilling or whatever, whatever. I'll be a little light lit and whatnot. But I got my buddy, my co-host. Well, she's actually co-hosting with me tonight, man. My homie Bia Dangerous. What's going on, B? Uh, I know, we was talking behind the scenes, man. It's gonna be a dope show, man. Everything we gonna get through it. You feel me? So listen, I really just want to get into it right now, B, and I want to talk about NBA. I want to talk about the NBA real quick. You with that? All right. So listen. So first, I think I'm gonna just talk about. I'm gonna start off with Kyrie. What's going on with Kyrie? I'm sure you heard about what's going on in the news with him, right? So at the end of the day, like Kyrie, he's taking all these breaks, but he and the Brooklyn Nets were recently fined Lil Kizash, because he's avoiding media availability. So that's what's going on with him. But I think for the most part, I think it's just really. I don't know, man. The Nets, they not the big three has not produced thus far. As far as them, I heard like they only all three of those guys, KD, Kyrie, and James, they all played in they all played on, I think, together like 7 times, 7 games. So 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 well, listen, man. We know that. Well, I know that James Harden is hurt. He's been out for like the past month. Uh, I know KD and Kyrie, they got kind of a funny thing going on. KD's just really kind of getting back in the groove for the Nets, and Kyrie is just like, I'm just kind of do whatever I want. Some nights I might feel like playing, and some nights I might not feel like playing. I don't know. I'll let you know like maybe 10 hours ahead of time, whatever. Well, I mean, look, excuse me, the Nets, the Nets are, the Nets are, they're favorite to win the championship. They're favorite coming out of the East, and NBA analysts have predicted them to win the championship. But if they're not playing all on, if they're not all playing on the court, I mean, like obviously that's a serious problem. So I mean, listen, real quick, who? Okay, I'm not. It will be. I don't even want to say it will be easy, but it will be kind of, I guess, how it was with KD went to Golden State like that. I'm not saying the Nets had an overkill like Golden State did, but I mean, go ahead.
The only difference is Golden State actually made it to the finals and won the big game.
R-
Brooklyn just to show us that they can make it past the Eastern Conference and who's available out there and make it to the finals. Like that's really different right now. So it's kind of too soon to really compare the two teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Golden State was at full swing. You know what I'm saying? They had Dre, Steph, Clay, KD. You know what I'm saying? Their bench was firing on all cylinders, so they had everybody that they needed to win.
Right.
And Houston is still injury riddled. Kyrie's lost doing what the hell he wants to do. And they lost, I think, like the last 3 games or so. I think.
Yeah.
People kind of giving them the sign like, okay, is this the almighty Brooklyn team that we told was going to take over the NBA and then Lakers fans supposed to get rid of? Like, no. I'm sorry. I told people from the beginning when they were inviting everybody who has to watch you. If they were the 2004 Lakers, revitalized.
Well, I mean,
I
let's.
always say,
No, go ahead. My bad.
like, nobody really listens to me until shit happens. And then it's silent.
So, all right, let me ask you this question: if the Nets don't win a championship this year, would you say the season would have been a failure for them?
Well, if you're expected to win the championship and you don't, then yes. The people expected the 73 and 9 Warriors to win the championship, and
Right.
they lost 7 games to the damn trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you did all this work for what? Just to lose 7 games on the biggest stage in basketball. You know, so of course that's where you did in the regular season, but to cap it off, you gotta win a championship.
Facts. They definitely do. So I mean, listen. Obviously, I don't think they can get that one. Like, it's going to take every bit of them three to get this job done. Especially being that they haven't played together a lot. You would expect the chemistry will be off. But James Harden said that he's close to coming back. He said, matter of fact, that he expects to be back before the playoffs. So he just wants to play like a game or two, just to kind of, I guess, get in some kind of rhythm. He said he's working on his conditioning right now. Like I said, Kyrie, when he plays, he's great. It's just like you don't want to deal with the off the court BS.
Exactly.
But at the same time, no, hold on. Let me just say this real quick. But at the same time, though, I don't know if you've been paying attention to what's been going on around. Well, I don't know. Sports Center, they've been kind of petty, because my Knicks, they are looking good, but we ain't getting no credit from ESPN, and that's all right. And Max Kellerman, we see you, bro. And Shannon Sharp, we see y'all. Just know we keeping receipts, all right? We waiting. Cause Shannon was, hey yo,
They didn't really expect to be successful. When they are, ESPN will not really give them this due. You know what I'm saying? Because they barely gave Atlanta their just due when they were good. And they were a shocker came on to come up.
they were. A lot of people did not see this coming. But the reason that I brought up my New York Knicks is because the Nets, they've been I've been keeping receipts on the Nets too, yo. And I know last year when KD was like, yo, oh man, the New York Knicks, they're not a thing. Like, Brooklyn is the wave right now. And I'm just looking at it like a year later and looking, more people are talking about the Knicks than they are about the Nets. The Nets have the roster, they have the squad. It's just that I was trying to text you too. It's just that I don't know. The Knicks, they're a gritty team. They have a lot of heart, and Nets fans are noticing. I just listen. You have the better record. You have the better players. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. They have all stars, maybe even future Hall of Famers on their squad right about now. And hold up, B, hold up. So basically, what I'm saying is, like, they have this great team, but just because they're not getting the talk, like people are not talking about them the way they think they should be getting talked about, because we have a Knicks team that's gritty and is actually making some noise, and people didn't want them to. Because I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, B, and I think you would kind of agree with me too. And LeBron James said the same thing. Your boy LeBron said the same thing. The NBA is better when the Knicks are winning.
Right. That's the same thing. Like the NBA said, the Lakers are winning. You know what I'm saying? So when the Knicks indoor Lakers are sorry hell, it feels like they're like a huge void that other people left to fill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the shoes of or Los Angeles Lakers team. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wait,
Because both of them have storied franchises, storied histories in itself. You know what I'm saying? So people, regardless if they're a Lakers fan or a Knicks fan or not, they're always going to have some sort of respect for such franchises.
All right. Listen, regardless though, I just, I don't like the Nets being petty, yo. It's not a good look right now. So that's what it is. Okay. I don't like it. I just think, y'all worry about y'all squad and let me worry about ours, yo. Y'all just do y'all thing.
Right, and another thing that irritates the shit out of me about the new age NBA is the fact that players talk so much shit. You know what I'm saying? Not to say the trash talk didn't exist back in the day, because it absolutely. But at the end of the day, you have to let your skills speak for you.
That's
I
what
remember when Michael Jordan was not speaking to the media, when he was getting beat up in the papers about his gambling addiction and other crazy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What did Michael do?
He went out there and produced.
Exactly. Like the 1993 Eastern Conference Finals with the Knicks. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
He did what the fuck he had to do to win, and pretty much gave the media an imaginary middle finger, and then kept it fucking moving. You know what I'm saying? Because these players today don't have the same mental capacities that the players of old did. You know what I'm saying? Because you could actually go out there and fight it out on the court if you absolutely had to, because you play physically.
Right.
But like, this would not be technical.
Oh, well, you already know how that goes, yo. It's just really, really crazy. Like, I mean, and you know what? I'm not even going to blame LeBron. It's not even LeBron's fault that the league, he's a big part in why the league is kind of soft, but he's not like the overall. I just don't think like it was like WWE after the Attitude Era. You had to, you knew it wasn't going to last long. You just enjoyed it.
Era, it had its moments, you know what I'm saying? But the PG era pretty much sucked out every bit of attitude that was left in WWE. I still love wrestling to death. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a lifelong fan.
Right.
But to actually watch it every week like I used to, it's hard.
It is.
Definitely, I don't get that same satisfaction that I would have if I would have watched a Raw and SmackDown from back in the day.
Oh man, it was good because I mean, yeah, WWE had their big stars back then. You know, they had Triple H, Stone Cold, The Rock, your boy. And listen to me. I'm just going to disagree with ESPN on this note that they called John Cena a legend. I don't know about all that.
Like, listen.
What?
I know that John Cena is a 16-time world champion, and it's still fucking weird to say that.
Right.
And still, like, John Cena, he's done a lot in his career. He pretty much filled the void that Rocky left when he went off to do movies. But to say that John Cena is a legend, I'm kind of on the fence about it. It's like, on one hand, I'd be like, okay, you get legendary status, but on the other hand, it's like, no, bruh, you haven't really gotten over the hump to really deserve to be called a legend.
And
you know
and I need to see. Look. We never got it, and I was waiting for it, but we never got heel John Cena.
Listen. WCW was not afraid to pull the trigger and make somebody heel. They made Hulk Hogan heel. They made Goldberg heel.
Well, wait. WCW made Hulk Hogan heel.
Yes, they did.
I don't think Vince would have ever went that far, especially with his relationship with Hulk Hogan, despite Hulk Hogan almost putting Vince McMahon in jail for life.
Exactly. It's like, listen, Hogan on that defense was like the stake in his heart. And that's the reason why WWE went down when it did. You know what I'm saying? Because he was worried about the steroid trial and shit. And
Right.
meanwhile, while all that shit was going on, he took his eye off the ball, Vince did. And that's when Nitro came in and just swept him away in the ratings the year after.
But I mean, and I know we talking WWE, but I'm getting it back. I'm transitioning it back to NBA, but I understand because, I mean, listen to me. When WCW turned Hulk Hogan heel, nobody expected that shit.
That forced a lot of us to grow up. It was like, what the fuck do you mean you're a bad guy?
Well, let me just say this real quick. I wasn't a Hulkamaniac. It was good and they spoon fed you Hulk Hogan to the point where it almost just got irritating. Like, okay, enough. That's why it was kind of refreshing with WCW to do what they did. And shout out to Vince McMahon and everybody at WWE because they adapted. The Attitude Era was born, and Monday nights for the next couple of years was amazing.
It was. Like, it was to the point where you had to watch Raw every single week.
If you did.
You couldn't go and look at
All right, well let me just say this real quick. Were you like me? Were you flipping back and forth between Raw and Nitro?
If you didn't, you lied. Like if you said that you didn't flip back and forth on Monday night every damn week, you're a damn liar because you definitely did that.
Right.
Because I wasn't biased. Like I watched both WCW and WWE depending on what was going on each channel.
Right.
Even when Bischoff gave away the results of Raw, I still watched.
Yo, Eric Bischoff was an asshole for that, yo. But it was people tuned in. But listen, the only reason that I brought that up is just kind of like is like I said, what's going on with Kyrie and the Nets. The Nets they need to be worried about the Nets and not worry about if the city's talking about the Knicks or not. Because at the end of the day, like I said, the Nets could quiet all of this Knick noise if they have a deep playoff run. I'm not even going to lie with you, B, regarding my Knicks. I am all in. We're going to the playoffs. I don't know where we're going to be at when we get there. But listen to me. No one wants to play this hot New York Knicks team right now.
Right.
But
like I said, I have nothing but the utmost respect. And Tom Thibodeau did everything he was supposed to do with the Knicks, coaching it to perfection. Derrick Rose doing what he's supposed to do. My child Julius Randle is.
Julius.
The New York Knicks is doing what they're supposed to do to be able to get into the playoffs. So I hope they make a deep move. Like I really, really do.
I really need it, man. I need a run. I've been a lifelong suffering New York Knicks fan. They gave me the '90s Knicks were great. Patrick Ewing and all them boys, man. Xavier McDaniel, Charles Oakley, Starks, all of them. I could go on forever about them dudes. Like, those were my. Let me see. In '94, I ain't gonna tell you how old I was in '94, but I remember game on in the NBA Finals, man, and they actually had a split screen of the Knicks game, the Knicks Finals game, and that whole OJ situation.
That was insanity. Absolute insanity. Like, I was young when it happened, but I definitely remember seeing that shit. Like, I'm watching the game, like, I don't give a damn about what OJ is over here doing.
Right.
I really did not give a damn because I didn't understand the true magnitude of what was going on at the time.
Right.
But as I got older, I'm like, okay, now I understand what the big deal was about.
It was. But, I mean, like, that just goes to show. But, obviously, '94, that was a great year for my Knicks, yo. Ended in Houston. John Starks, Game 7. My God, is he still shooting and bricking them? Like, I don't understand. No, let me not play my boy John Starks out, man, because I definitely did met him. I met him. He was a really cool dude. Yo, I love John Starks. And then, I'm going to just ramble right for a second about in 99. This Knick team, the first number 8 seed to make it to the NBA Finals.
Yep. That was proud of that New York Knicks team because I wanted the Spurs to lose because they swept the fucking Lakers.
They did. Ooh, they did.
Listen, 96 to 99 was the most frustrating period to be a damn Lakers fan.
Really? What was going? Well, go ahead. Indul, tell me why 96 through 99 was a bad for Laker fans.
Well, 1997 playoffs, Kobe shot those 3 air balls. Yeah. He was still a young kid, but he still had the balls enough to take the long shot and say that he could produce.
Mm-hmm.
98, they got swept by Utah. 99, they got swept by San Antonio. So, yes, it was a very frustrating time to be a Lakers fan. Because I am so fucking sick of getting my hopes up for the Lakers to do something just to get booted out of the playoffs when it's crunch time. Like, that, listen, that pissed me completely off as a kid. So when they won the 2000 championship, I couldn't have been happier.
I bet. But okay. Pre-Kobe, I don't know. I might be testing age a little bit. Pre-Kobe era, do you remember like Nick Van Exel and all of Vlade, all them boys?
With Cedric Ceballos, Anthony Pig Miller's ass.
Yes, yeah.
Like those guys, I'm like, I know all eras of the Lakers, so trust me, you ain't touching on no ages here.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I want to let the people know this woman, she knows her shit. So don't come at her like type crazy, and don't be no LeBron fan and coming at her. All right, this girl is a for real down ass Laker fan. She can tell y'all. She can run the whole history.
They had Sam Bowie on the team at one point. And his broken legs, both of them. Like, listen, like when it comes to the Lakers, don't play with me because I can tell you about pre-Showtime era, the Dark Ages where Magic was coaching the team. You know what I'm saying? The only bright spot that they really had at the time was Cedric Ceballos. He was an all-star.
Damn, that's crazy, yo. People don't understand. But it's like, all right. So let's we talking about the Lakers. Your boy LeBron, he's gonna be out a couple games. He's hurting. He said that he said that he's not 100%, which I think we kind of already knew. It ain't nothing with you being at LeBron. You're just getting older, buddy. It happens.
Yeah, like, I get that, but age is never going to be at your 100% like you used to be. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect to have the same exuberance and youth that you had at 23 in your late 30s. You know what I'm saying? I get that part.
Mm-hmm.
But, sir, it was a sprain. Like, he's really acting like he threw his body on a live grenade and his ankle exploded. And he's like, I'm never going to be the same again. Oh, my God. Listen, it's a fucking sprain. Kobe won the last championship with a fucked up index finger on his shooting hand. So I don't want to hear him tell me shit about never being the same again.
Well, in essence, I mean, look, B, I hear you. I hear everything that you said. LeBron, I don't even think if LeBron ends up going off like 3 straight championships in a row, will even begin to eclipse like the legacy that Kobe Bryant left in LA. Kobe, I don't know. He was, listen to me, and this, I feel the same way about MJ too, B. All right, I couldn't appreciate. Huh?
I said Kobe is the closest thing to Michael for this generation as we're ever going to get. And people try to push this narrative of LeBron being better than MJ so hard every single year. Every year they do this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and time again, he comes up short and falls short of the glory every single time. Because half the bitch shit that he does, Michael wouldn't dream of doing. He would sit up there and laugh at him.
Yeah. And look. Let's keep it on it. LeBron is going to be 37 years old in December.
Mm-hmm.
All right. LeBron. I mean, look, most 30-year-olds, mid-30s, they start experiencing them back pains and all of that good stuff. Okay? It's all right. You're going to be fine. I think B and the rest of Laker Nation just needs you to get your ass back on the court.
Exactly. So what's it your Kane? Because
That's
according to his team, he can do anything.
and since we talking about your buddy LeBron, real quick, I just got a problem with how he's going about this whole play in tournament situation because last year when he was talking about you should let teams play each other if it's close and they have a chance to get into the playoffs, but he quickly did an about face this year saying that whoever came up with the idea for this playing needs to be fired and whatnot. So why do you think he changed his stance on that?
Because the Lakers are in the damn 60s. That's why.
So I mean, do you really think
The
that?
Lakers was 1 and 2, the 2 spots in the West. This year's might be a little bit different. Since you actually got to push the team up a little bit more, you're like, oh well, you have to come up with that needs to be fired. Please shut the fuck up and shut up and dribble. That's what you need to do. Get your ass back on the court and show us how much you can.
Facts. Yo, and listen, Lakers fans, y'all are gonna be fine. Y'all got about what? How many games? Like 6, 7 games left, B?
Something like that, yeah.
And LeBron is already said he's not gonna play tomorrow. I believe y'all have a back-to-back, yes?
I believe so.
He said, I don't think he ruled himself out to play on Friday. I have to check real quick, but I'm pretty sure. I think I heard this morning that he might play on Friday. But I mean, listen, man, these games matter. Every game matters for teams that are fighting for a play-in, and for teams that are just trying to keep their way where they're at, like my New York Knicks, who got their ass whooped last night by the Denver Nuggets, man. I mean, I don't know what happened, but it wasn't good.
Right. It's like the fans saying that, we'll turn it off in the playoffs like this. The playoffs are not starting tomorrow. Turn the shit on now. That's conservative energy before the playoffs. Get your ass out there and play like this in the damn playoffs now. The regular season. The season is winding down. You're the quote defending champion. You're going to want to make the strongest impression that you can. So losing 2 games and then winning 1 is not better.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, like, the Lakers are defending champs, all right? And I mean, regardless of who the champion is, I feel like they should have at least compete to defend their title. Now, I mean, look, if this thing goes real south real quick, the Lakers could just really find themselves on the outside looking in.
Exactly. I'm not going to feel one night over the sympathy for them if they are.
Well, I mean, look, I obviously I think they'll make it into the playoffs, all right? But I just listen to me. Look,
face the Clippers in the first round because they're going to have to dig deep and fucking Tyson uppercut their asses out of the playoffs and show them the disappointment that they've been getting since they were the San Diego Clippers.
Well, your boy Skip Bayless said that the Clippers are coming.
I'm sure they are all over themselves.
Hey, but listen, for real though. I know we talked about this a lot of times. I know you're not worried about, as you call them, the basement team.
No, I call them the renters.
Oh, the renters.
The renters.
So let me ask you this question real quick. Let's just say the hypothetical happens. Say the Clippers win the championship, all right? You can't call the Clippers renters anymore, yo. They would have to be like partial owner. That's it.
No.
What do you mean, no?
Versus one championship that you can really sweep the entire Staples Center floor with.
I'm not saying that they're gonna sweep the. I'm just saying that. Listen to me, Clippers fans. I don't know what's gonna happen with y'all, yo, because Kawhi's been was Kawhi saying that he's playing with an injury?
Because Kawhi has that killer instinct in him. And I will never knock Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, like I love him as a player and as a man. You know what I'm saying? Because he has that same touch that Kobe had. You know what I'm saying? And that's what led me to liking Kawhi Leonard. But while he is on the Clippers, sweetheart, their irrelevance is gonna rub off on you, like it always fucking does. So regardless of what you do and what you do, you're still the Clippers, and the Clippers are gonna do what they always do. And then when it happens, people will sit around and look at me stupidly. I'm like, I told you. But like I said, nobody wants to listen to me until shit happens.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, we just gonna have to wait and see what happens. I think the Clippers are gonna be alright. I mean, I thought they were gonna be alright last season too, and then they just choked. So I don't know.
Like they always do.
They
Like the Los Angeles Sparks have more balls than you.
Well, listen. Um, I've been watching your boy. I've been watching your boy too, Lonzo.
Oh, small ball.
Yeah, your boy Lonzo. He's balling out down there with Zion.
He's actually doing what he was supposedly promised to do on the Lakers, which was score.
No, wait. LeVar was doing all the talking.
Right, like I get that point. Like his daddy was the main reason why people wanted him to fail in the first place. Because he could definitely ball. He could definitely be like a Jason Kidd type player because their numbers in his rookie year were very similar. And Jason Kidd was rookie of the year along with Grant Hill his rookie season. But I'm damn glad that Lonzo is doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's finding his rhythm and scoring. He's still facilitating the ball. He's still solid on defense. So Lonzo Ball is definitely blossoming into the player that he was supposedly promised to be as a rookie, and I'm definitely happy about that. And Zion is a monster, man. Like, you really can't say too much about him. But the only issue, I guess, quote-unquote, issue that I have with him is this. People act like you absolutely cannot compare him to Mr. James.
Well,
but
go ahead.
People were comparing him to Michael and Kobe before he even had a chance to even step in the NBA. So I'm like, what is the difference here? Like, the difference is Zion went to college, LeBron didn't. But I'm like, but he was a whole high school player being compared to players who were already established.
Well,
and the fact that people want us to just forget about Michael and Kobe and look at their transgressions but think that he is perfect in all his ways, I'm sorry, I will never be okay with that.
No, I don't think that you should. I mean, Michael was a big part of the game, and Michael was one of those players that literally you could go anywhere in the world and he would be recognized.
Absolutely.
As well as Kobe. Kobe would too.
Right.
And so I just don't want to make it seem like, but I mean, at the end of the day, I was bringing that up just to say, look, LeBron, listen to me. I don't like the fact that people are saying that, oh, well, he's not Michael, he's not Kobe. He doesn't have to be. Let him just be LeBron. LeBron messed up, though, when he got the chosen one tatted on him and he put on Jordan's number.
He has the words loyalty tatted on him, too. I'm like, loyalty to whom? Your pocketbook?
That's what I'm saying. And
like, loyal to? Because you damn sure wasn't loyal to Ohio when I told people that he wasn't. And people thought that I was crazy when I told you to leave Ohio the first chance you get.
No, wait. People thought you were crazy. You were talking crazy. People did not think that he was going to leave when he went to Miami.
Exactly. Like, people thought I was talking out of my ass. I was a hater of all haters who didn't know what I was talking about. The minute he went to Miami, everybody cried and was mad, and I laughed my ass off because the Lakers had just won a championship that season. And I'm like, okay, LeBron's going to leave. And I literally was sitting in there at work at the thing. And we were listening to it on the radio. And when he said, I'm taking my time to South Beach, I laughed the rest of the damn night. I was really laughing the entire time I was watching this when I was working at Chick-fil-A. And everybody else was salty as hell.
I remember, man. People were, like, really crying. People were really crying.
Devastated. I'm like, you have grown men acting like their wives or boyfriends just left them for another man or dude.
I mean, listen, LeBron, hometown boy from Akron. All right,
Mhm.
he listen to me. The reason LeBron left was because of Dan Gilbert.
And then Gilbert is a twat. And always will be a twat.
and it did. What did he write? Did he write in the letter that LeBron would that the Cavs would win a championship before LeBron did? Hey Dan, how'd that work out?
It didn't work out because they got the likes of Anthony Bennett. When they got to Kyrie, there wasn't so much of a swing. But the minute he came back, that letter magically disappeared from the website.
And
So
not
the entire time he was gone, that damn letter was on the Cavs website for 4 damn years.
right.
Everybody was looking at it with every word. And they rooted for Dallas to win the championship when they won that first year. Everybody was rooting for LeBron to lose. And it was a quiet summer.
Well, yeah. I mean, look though. Look. Regardless, when LeBron got around D Wade and Chris Bosh, he kind of became more of a prick, yo.
To say the very least.
That's what I'm
Like I said, listen to what I had to say because I was ahead of you to know what I was talking about. And I'm like, you see the same shit that I'm seeing. But yet you still make excuses for when he does stupid shit. And KD does the same thing when he went to Golden State. It's pussy shit. What's the difference?
All right, real quick. Hold on, real quick, because I know we gotta talk some NFL. Obviously, it's just a lot going on. If you had to vote for NBA MVP this season, who would it
be? That's hard because there are a lot of players out there who want to come up. Because what's his name? Jokic?
Yeah.
Over there bumping stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I won't take anything away from him.
No, I saw him last night. He killed my Knicks, man.
Exactly. Like, he's definitely a baller. And he returned back to form. And I couldn't be prouder of him because people said that he wouldn't be shit without a super team. But he's still number one in every category, statistical category that you could be in. And like I said, he's still balling out, shooting from impossible places, turning away after he shoots the damn ball. Like, Steph is doing what the fuck he do. It would probably be Jokic.
Say that one more time.
It would probably be Joe.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have a lot of candidates, man. I mean, I can't consistently. A lot of people were saying Joel Embiid, but I need to see more from him.
Like, Joel is like he can never seem to get over the hump.
Right.
He has to in Philadelphia. The whole trust the process thing with him and Simmons and Martin over there, like, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. But Philadelphia never returns to the Iverson years or the glory years of Dr. J. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Philadelphia still has to put the pieces together in order to get over the hump and the conference.
Well, I mean, look, what is going on? All right. So I mean, look, you have Jokic. Some people are saying Embiid. Some people are saying Dame Lillard. You think Dame is in there?
Dame is in there, but he is so slept on this shame because Damian Lillard just lost in the shuffle of the great teams in the Western Conference. The Western Conference has always been a tough conference to play in itself. So to be in Portland, you know what I'm saying? And Portland is just cursed. I'm sorry. Dating back to Bill Walton, to Sam Bowie, to the Drexler years, to the J.R. Ryder years, against Rasheed Wallace and the Jailblazer years, to Brandon Roy, to fucking Greg Oden.
Yeah.
They've had just many injuries throughout the years. But Damian Lillard has been the only source of stability that they've been having over in Portland for real.
Well, I mean, and I like Dame, and Dame has been clutch a lot this season. He's been doing his thing, and I know. Listen to me. A lot of people be like that. I'll be hating on this next person that I'm about to bring up real quick. I don't hate. It's not hate. He just ain't a Knick no more, yo. All right. Listen to me. I am going to congratulate Carmelo Anthony for making it to the top 10 in NBA scoring history. All right, listen to me. let me just say this real quick, B, and then I'm gonna let you go. I just want to say this, Knicks fans. All right, I respect Carmelo Anthony, but he ain't a Knick no more. And if he ain't no Knick, what the hell reason do I have to show him love? Now, granted, yes, people are gonna say he loved playing, he loved being a Knick, he loved his time here in New York. Melo, I was a big fan of you, loved you while you were here in New York. You did all you could. Unfortunately, the organization failed you. They didn't get you the help that you needed, and you wasted your prime years. I apologize for that. But you were doing your thing in Portland. You're all the way on a whole nother coast. I'm worried about my Knicks, bro. Have a good season. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Go ahead, B.
Like, I definitely agree with you on Carmelo. Like, that's one thing I've never not in for. Like, in his prime, it was from Syracuse years, from the Oklahoma years, the Syracuse years, the Denver years, the New York years. You know what I'm saying? It's like Carmelo did what he was supposed to do, especially on the offense, you know?
Right.
But I couldn't be prouder of him and Portland because he's producing, he's still scoring, and he still has a lot left in the tank. So
Yeah.
really big up to him.
Well, Melo, you know, he's not that same player that he was when he was in Syracuse and when his earlier years in Denver. But he can still go out there and get you like 15 to 20 points.
Like, because when you're younger, it's like you can go out and you can jump out of the gym. It's like you can expect that same youthful exuberance to every single player when they were younger versus when they're older. Because
Right.
Mikey was the same way. When he first came into the league, he was dunking on every damn body
Right.
every night. You know, but that's when he got a little bit older. In the Bulls years, and even the Washington years, he was still able to be effective because he still had his jumper. He could still dunk when he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? But the 1988 Michael Jordan was not going to be present in 2003. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
I don't expect him for Melo. You know what I'm saying? But if you find other ways to be effective in your game and still find ways to get to the basket without having to dunk all over everybody, you know what I'm saying? You're going to do what you have to do as a basketball player first.
All right. Real quick, because we got to transition to the NFL. I'm sure you, like me, like everybody else that's in the sports, have been seeing what's going on with Aaron Rodgers, been seeing what's going on with him and the Green Bay Packers. Your thoughts?
The whole Green Bay thing is just absolutely messy, to say the very least, because you have a guy who got you a Super Bowl, and if you don't do right by him, he's guaranteed to walk out. You know what I'm saying? Because as a management, you got a franchise player in Aaron Rodgers who gets you to the playoffs damn near every single year. You're going to do what you have to do as management to make sure he has the right pieces around him and to treat him fairly. But if there's disdain with the player in question and the front office, there's definitely going to be some friction. And if he threatens to walk out on you, you're pretty much screwed and you're forced to start from scratch. So I don't know what the hell Green Bay is going to do, honestly. Because I don't know who they drafted as a quarterback. I don't know who they got as wide receivers, offense, defense, secondary. It's like, I really don't know who they have, honestly. But I know that they're going to have to start from scratch if Aaron Rodgers does decide to walk out on them.
Now, listen. Aaron Rodgers, he made an interesting statement, man. He called the Packers GM, like, didn't he call him, like, say he reminded him of Jerry Krause or something?
Yep.
Now, I don't have to say, Bulls fans, y'all remember good old Jerry, right?
Listen, Jerry Krause was a bad man. Even though he was responsible for putting the team together, he wanted the same recognition as the players. Because I'm like, listen, we'll give you the respect as the GM, but at the same time, you're not out there sweating out. You're not out here sweating, giving your energy, giving your time, effort, and love into the game of basketball. Like, you're not out there playing with everybody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You give you the respect as a GM, but you're not a player. You're not going to get the same respect if you were out there.